So we're going to be testing out ZAXXON today, and we're going to be testing out both versions amongst hundreds of other games that I play on the C64 and don't record probably. But anyway, now I'm doing the cartridge version first because on the screenshots it looks the most like the ColecoVision version, and the ColecoVision version, which I've never seen running, looked better than the Synapse software version that US Gold released on tape in the UK. Right, okay. So, but this version was on a cartridge, as you can see there. And actually it's quite difficult to get hold of, and as far as I know it was never released in the UK, so it wouldn't have been optimised for like the PAL regions. I think it was a US only release. We're going with full trainers, we want to see the most of the game. And joystick, select one or two players, which means press 1 or 2. So it's pilot controls, and it's very easy to lose a life. So I'm not guilty about the cheating. Damn it. What the hell is going on? That should be okay. So what I didn't know at the time was the Coleco version doesn't actually have smooth scrolling. Coleco didn't have hardware scrolling. So this has smooth scrolling, and it's interesting because when I played it on emulator and recorded it, it didn't come out right. It's almost like something was jerky. It just didn't play right either. So this is alright. I mean, the arcade controls are not quite there. Now looking at the graphics on the screen, that is a very harsh collision detection. Sure, we said unlimited lives. Did I press no on all the trainers? Yeah, let's have another go. Got to at least get to the space spin, because there's two types of graphics on ZAXXON. So, you know what, fuck the fuel. Yeah, we must have said no on the trainers, or the trainers don't work. So how do I get away from the missile? Yeah, so the screen is moving smoothly, but the sprites seem to be jerking around a bit. So I don't know if that's related to the fact I'm running this on a European spec C64. Oh, that was lucky. Fuck me. So I prefer the graphics of the ColecoVision backgrounds. Well, the colours really, it's mostly down to the colours. And they could have done that on the C64, especially on a cartridge. So there's no way to tell how high you have to be here, except by guesswork from the size of the sprites. So I don't really like that. I prefer the version, is it Super ZAXXON, where you're in a tunnel and you have a shadow again. But I did love ZAXXON the arcade, and it's one of the games that would have convinced me to get a ColecoVision if I was, you know, old enough to be working at that time. Ooh. Jesus Christ. Bit of an obstacle course that, so damn it. It's a very tough game. I mean, it's coded well enough. Damn it, you've got to avoid the missile. So you've got to avoid the missile and make it through that thing. And there's just not enough time to do both. Clear one, game over. Right, so you know what, I can't remember what fucking directory this was in. Ah well, we'll have to find it. Hunt for the ZAXXON, innit? I know what the disk image is called. I just don't know which directory I was in when I found it. I remember I was in the final directory. And I did think about playing Ghosts and Goblins, the updated version. So I guess we'll just have to go in all the see, I might as well go with alphabetical listing, although it kind of messes these up. And the directory is not listed separately to the files, so it's not like Windows. Yeah, so we've been in there, so right, okay, let's get them out of the way. Ooh, no. Right. So I think it's going to be new games or something. No, it's not in that one. There's more than a screen full of files. There we go. So it's new. So, ZAXXON UK, here we go. Now this is the version I had. And I think I tried to copy it on tape, but I did buy the original, so I don't know if I was trying to make a backup or someone had lent me it on tape and I tried to copy, lent me the original. Most C64 owners had to swap originals because to get the tape to tape working on the C64, unless you've got a mono tape deck like them crappy ones you plug into the Spectrum for 20 quid, you know, and set the volume right, so you still have to get that bit right, it's going to be a real problem. Like, so if you use a twin deck hi-fi which is stereo, you're fucked, because if you record the mono sound in stereo onto a cassette, when you play it back in the Commodore cassette recorder with a mono tape head, it's not the same, and it never worked. So that was a thing. But so yeah, you can imagine the American tunes of the SID on US Gold. So I might as well say no now. I'm going to say yes to auto fire. I don't believe that bit was on there, on the US Gold release. This is basically what happened after finished loading. This noise. Now I shouldn't really be playing this because it's destructive to your memories. You really want to extract the maximum memory. and that would require me to use this on a suitable 14-inch portable TV and C64 on the desk, preferably by pressing play on the tape deck. So this is also joystick port 2. So this whoop, 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 whoop noise was you know, not present on the cartridge version, and it is in the arcade. Now this is much smoother, the movement of the sprites. I actually feel like you're flying a spaceship. So I just don't like the drabness of the graphics. There was no need to have these drab colours. It shouldn't be like that. So that's how you get away from it. So it just seems easier to make it in and out the fortress, because the controls don't stutter. The sprite movement is also smooth. I just think a little graphic refresh and this would be a great game. So it must be Super ZAXXON that has you going through a tunnel. I used to love this game on the C64. Didn't actually think about all the graphics could be better, because you didn't think that in 1984. It's hard to visualise what the best possible artwork would actually look like on the old C64 back then, when it was a brand new thing. 1984 is only the second real year that the C64 was out in the UK. If you was a rich kid, you might get one a few weeks before Christmas 1982. But for the rest of us, it was like early to mid 1983. Once you'd somehow convince your parents that 2 weeks' wages for you know, a computer would make you a fucking you know, a university student at, you know, minimum. So because the controls don't stutter, it is actually easier to navigate the, you know, the manoeuvres. Plus, I don't think the collision detection is overly harsh, like the arcade version. So you're going to get to see more of the game. I love ZAXXON in the arcade, and I would have bought any machine that had a good version of ZAXXON. I don't think there's ever been one on the Big 20, but never managed to kill him, don't know why. I think you have to do that level again. So yeah, that's basically that one. Bang! Got to get that in there, innit?